Hello, it's me, Jen. Welcome to White Cloud Tarot. I am extraordinarily sorry that it has been so long since I've uploaded. Life is just the way that it is. And I have been doing quite a bit of work um, over on the other channel that I'm involved with, Truth Rising TV. And when you dig into world leaders, governments, what's happening, policies, speeches, words, it is just exhausting. And I have found that I am depleted, at the end of the day. Also, can we just for 1 second acknowledge that there is something wrong with all the baby advice that's on YouTube? God bless these women. It is what it is. But you know what? No, none of the advice is just they're just full of it. Two naps, everyone's napping, everyone's happy. We cook and puree all of our own food. We walk 3 times a day. Life is great. We're sleeping all night long. Everyone, oh, you're so full of crap. Okay. So obviously, I'm still adjusting to this wonderful addition to our home. So between that, there's always something that's pulling me away from this. So I am dedicating my sleep time to this reading because I feel it is that important. I made it a community post recently that I have been feeling drained, and it is outside of normal life stuff. There is there is a shift that's going to be happening here. I can feel it. I am completely depleted, and the only times that that happens for me is when we see a huge shift on a very large scale. For example, the last time I was just crying uncontrollably for no reason, I was having all of this angst and anxiety. Little things became very, very big things. And I just remember sitting there going, I don't know what's wrong. There's nothing wrong. What is going on? And one of my favorite YouTube channels announced that his wife had suddenly passed away, and he has a massive following. So his um, pain, his sorrow, um, was felt by millions. And, it's things like that that happen when I have these bouts of um, just moments in my life where there's no reason for me to be the way that I am. None. So I'm going to ask the cards today instead of doing monthly readings, because at this point, I'm asking the cards. I'm like, I want to do this, and I want to be available to people, but it just every time I sit down, it just isn't working. There's always something pulling me away. What do you need me to do? What do I need to look at? How do I make this happen? And it's always being answered with, you need to look at things from a different point of view. There's transformation. You need to let something go. So I'm going to honor my my passion, my zeal for there's no easy way to put this. We as humans on this planet are being manipulated and lied to. And I want to know from this reading, are you on your own path, your true path, or do you need a course correction? And if so, what is the advice that's being given? So we're going to do 3 piles today, and we're going to see how this reading goes. Now I have this beautiful new deck, which I love this deck. But I may have to reference the book to give you a heads up because she's that brand new to me. So let's go ahead and pick our 3 piles. Can you show us pile number 1, please? Are people on their right and true path, or do they need a course correction? Thank you very much. Pile number 1, pile number 2, And can we have a third pile, please, with that same line of thinking, that same question? Thank you very much. Okay, let's take a look. We have big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Pile number 2 is breath of the cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. And pile number 3 is double mission. Lightworker starseed, serve the world by being you. Well, that's kind of what I'm stepping into today. So maybe something in that pile will resonate with me. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pause for just a minute. You guys do your thing. Think about what resonates with you. Is there colors? Is there something in the wording? Is it one pile, two piles, three piles? Do you not know? And if you don't, that's okay. Listen to all three and then pick out the parts that impact you, that mean something to you. That is the best way to glean advice when advice is being given to us. And then we will do a shuffle for each pile. That way we have access to the entire deck that we are pulling from. Okay, you guys sit here and think, and then we'll get into it. Hi, pile number 1. You are big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas. Let's pull a second oracle, please. Is pile number 1 on their true and right path, or do they need a bit of course correction? Can we get a second card, please? I see you. And we're going to pick 2 oracle cards from the Angel Wisdom deck. Thank you. Let's take a look here. We have 4. Nope, we have 3. Let's take all 3. And then we have our tried and true Rider Waite. Is pile number 1 on their true path, or is some course correction needed? What advice do you have? What can you tell us? Thank you. And one more. Goodness, pile number 1. You got 2 more. I may have to make the camera view wider. Let's lay them out and see what we have. Is pile number 1 on their true and right path, or is some course correction needed? Oh, if you guys heard that, I'm so sorry. My phone is connected to my computer. Okay. And that's how it works with me, by the way. The more I sit here and think, like the harder it is. But when I'm just out doing my thing, cards just fly. Communication is effortless. Okay, let's take a look, shall we? Hold on. Oh, let me silence this. I apologize. Okay. Okay, disconnect. I am so sorry about that. I wonder if that's going to come up in the reading in some way. Okay. Big picture thinking is paired with Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. You have Knight of Leaves, which is the Knight of Pentacles in the traditional deck. Loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive. Plan carefully before taking action, but then get going. Pay attention to the details. Wait for perfect timing. A guardian angel or someone who watches over you. That's beautiful. You are protected in what you're doing. And that makes sense to me coming with the cosmic or starseed oracles because you are literally being told to take the big picture look and that you are a star keeper. So here you are coming up as a very protective, loyal, dedicated person. You also have the 5 of Leaves, which says negative thoughts manifesting into real challenges, fears surrounding money, reach out to others for assistance, poor timing for becoming self employed. And then you also have strength, personal power, and assertiveness portrayed with kindness, compassion that brings about forgiveness, realizing that you're stronger than you know, which is pretty indicative of a star seed, isn't it? When you're a light worker, you are challenged all the time, and you have to maintain this very confident, quiet energy that is full of compassion, but also very clear and has boundaries. So that's beautiful that that comes up. Your tarot is Page of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. Wow. Oh, that's right. We got an extra one. The Emperor. Wow. Pile number one. It right off the cuff without looking at the rest of the tarot, it does look like you are really walking a path that you are meant to be on. There's a little apprehension here about your money situation. I don't know many economies these days that aren't a little nervous about where we're going. So that could make sense if it's not really personal to you. Other than that, you are beginning a journey here with your physical realm, your resources, your skills, your knowledge, and then there's this opportunity coming in for goodwill because you have started something and you're in assessment mode. You're waiting to see where we're at and what's going to happen. But you also have that balance of starting this new phase in your life here and taking assessment to see where you're at, which is great because you're also being told here to just sort of take a second and make sure that you're not moving too fast, right? That's why you're getting the poor timing about becoming self-employed warning, which is good. You're exactly where you should be. You're taking that time to assess, and you're showing up here as well as the Page of Swords, which is all about truth, right? It's about communication. It's about your words. It's about thoughts. This is you using your mind and being really just. It is having fortitude. Um, so it absolutely makes sense because you're coming up with strength. You're coming up as the knight. You're coming up as starseed energy, with this big picture thinking, and you have this amazing authority about you. So whether you're exuding that actively right now or not, it doesn't matter because it's within you. It's who you are. This is amazing. Okay, so this authority here, this structure. Let's look at the rest of the tarot before we go into if it's structure or regulation, but I suspect that it's not. So Two of Swords, the Tower showing up for you. The Emperor again is showing up for you. Ace of Swords is showing up. Wow. And then we have let's do this. Temperance. Brilliant. Just brilliant. So there is something that again, something you're waiting on that's being hidden from you, right? Whether that's you hiding it from yourself, or it's being hidden from you, which is what I suspect is happening based on what I'm seeing here. Um, right, because you're being asked to be the visionary, to lean into those inspired ideas. And so you're really going to have to lean into your own inner self here to get clarity. And there is this tower moment that's happening for you. Um, Interesting because so the tower moments typically are just a reality check. Something unexpected is going to happen, which makes sense with what I was saying, right? I feel it. I feel it in me that there's this unexpected event. And I don't think it's going to be in your life personally, because again, you're being shown here huge cards coming out of the Starseed Oracle. I do think that this is going to be something that is, how do I want to say it? Within your own country or possibly global. This is a huge event that's going to happen here. And I was distracted by and we're looking at the tower because the emperor is showing up for you here, right? Emperor and emperor, but your emperor is showing up with all these lions, which is very indicative of the strength card. And then the Ace of Swords is always about truth. It's always about justice. And of course, she comes out right underneath the Page of Swords for you. And the underlying energy here is temperance, which is just beautiful. So it correlates very much to the Knight of Leaves, right? It is all about taking a metered approach. Know that you're protected. Make sure you're to looking at all the details. And before you're reactionary, take a minute to have that metered approach and then move forward. So this looks beautiful. This looks like you were right on the path that you should be on. I do want to look up um, some of these new cards here. The Tower obviously is very important. Now, this deck really works on manifestation, as opposed to a traditional reading. So this would come up and be like, "Oh, you're going to have an unexpected event, and it's probably going to be positive, because it's showing in this position here between Emperor and Two of Swords. So you're being blocked here. You have the Tower moment. It's exposing what is being blocked from you, and then you're stepping into that authority figure. You're stepping into structure, into that fatherly sort of role where I'm just not taking it anymore, right? And then you're using your words here to create truth and justice on a mass scale with a very metered approach. But this book here for the Tower, it gives you a talisman. And the talisman reads, "I want to transform this challenge into an opportunity." Right? The tower brings collapse, shocking revelations, ending and major wake up calls. All this sounds difficult and challenging. And initially it may be, but events always unfold for a good reason, which in hindsight you will come to understand, right? That's why you're being given big picture thinking here. The altitude approach to this card is the tower tells you to stand tall. You're going to face the facts. You're going to let reality be reality and take it from there. Breathe, refocus, recalibrate, rebuild. The affirmation associated with this card is, "I will survive the storm and sail on to calmer, smoother waters." right? And I always say this on this channel, even though it can feel like the bottom has come right out from underneath you, you have made it this far in life. You are a fighter, you are a survivor, you are successful, and you will make it through this too. So that is interesting here. Uh, let's look at the Emperor. Let's hear hold music, guys. I hope you like it. Emperor, talisman. I'm taking responsibility. Your altitude approach here is this card is telling you to be single minded, dominant, focused, and even a little ruthless. Bare your teeth and claws if you have to, because we all have to fight for our spot sometimes. Perfect. That makes sense to me, right? Because you are literally being blocked from seeing whatever it is that they're trying to prevent you from seeing. There's a tower moment that's coming up, and you will demand truth, justice, and you're going to come out of this on the plus side, right? But again, as long as you take responsibility for your thoughts, your words, and how you handle the situation. Now, the Ace of Swords comes up as the Ace of Swords nudges you towards having a heart to heart conversation and not shying away from difficult truths, which is probably why it comes right in front of Temperance, which is finding moderation in your own beliefs and behaviors. Take nothing to extremes and staying open minded. Because when you have open conversations with people, especially people who are not ready to hear what you have to say, but it is your truth and you should speak it 100%, right? Emperor here. It's your truth. Speak your truth. Have the uncomfortable conversation, but do it in a very moderate, mediating way. So, this is a stunning reading, pile number one. If we're not friends, can we be friends? This is like A. Plus plus. Could not be happier for you. Okay. That is all we have for you today. Thank you for your patience with me. And we're going to move on to pile number two. And I'm going to try to get out some of the intuition videos as well as we get in through the week. And we will see you next time. Hi, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. You got Breath of the Cosmos, My Will to Thy Will, Micromanaging the Universe. So we're going to pull a second oracle card, and we're going to remember the question of, are you on your right path, or is there a course correction that's needed? And if so, what is the advice that is being given? Thank you. We're going to pull two from our Angel Wisdom Oracle deck. Can we have one more, please? Thank you. Oh, we're going to get two more. Yeah, just like pile number one. And we're going to look at the traditional Rider-Waite. We're going to pull four cards. Oops, sorry about hitting the mic, guys. Is one and two. And going to pull four more tarot. And this deck is wonderful because this deck is all about manifestation. So a little bit different of a take. And I love it. I love the way it reads. I love the advice it gives. They do focus on pairing these with crystals, but I think I'm going to get into that when it feels natural and I'm ready. Okay, let's take a look. Activated earth, power, places, ley lines, trust where you're led. Release, endings that lead to new beginnings, the need to release situation or people that hold you back. Spiritual transformations. This is the Two of Air, which is Two of Swords in the traditional deck. Being unable or unwilling to make a decision. Follow your own heart rather than trying to make others happy. Pretending there is no problem. Over analyzing a situation. And then you have the Wheel. Again, this is an ending. It's a fresh new start or the end of delays. Sudden or unexpected progress. A very positive change in your life, travel, or a new vehicle. So this looks like you are, and then yeah, Eight of Cups pops up. So this looks like that there is a little bit of a change in your course that is needed. And that's okay. It's a beautiful thing. All right. And so your star seed oracle is really talking to you about um, listening to the universe and listening to the physical realm, right? Ley lines. Um, trust where you're being led. And then you're being given the release card, right? You have the new beginnings coming for you here. And knowing that it's okay to let situations or people go, but also spiritual transformation, which I'm seeing more and more and more these days, which is it's quite beautiful to watch. Um, yep, and here being a little bit stuck, you're feeling a little bit stuck here with the Two of Air. Um, Pretending there's no problem, overanalyzing a situation. Gosh, I know I'm prone to doing that. But again, you're being shown that you have this brand new beginning here. So try not to get uh in a loop, I guess is the best way to put that is what I'm seeing here. Trust the process, trust you are where you're exactly supposed to be, and trust that you are ready to go. Don't get stuck. All right, and then you have the Eight of Cups showing up here for you. Again, this is a card that shows and talks about that you work so hard for what you have, and you're still ready and willing to leave it in the past. You're ready to move on. There's something better on the horizon here for you, and that is right here, Death card, all about transformation. There is something new for you. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I get so excited when I see this stuff. Page of Cups. This is a brand new beginning of an emotional sort of kind. This is intuitiveness. It's loving. It's health. That's that was really interesting. Queen of Cups. Yes, yes. Pile number two. You are absolutely on the right path. You're going from page to queen, and the Queen of Cups is no joke. She is extraordinarily intuitive, extraordinarily psychic. She is an emotionally intelligent individual. She is strong. She's confident. She is beautiful. She has worked very hard for everything she has. And these are all qualities that you have or that you are currently building. Okay. And this is um, supported by Queen of Coins, right? Queen of Pentacles, which is amazing. Two queens showing up. Three of Coins. Okay. Nine of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Okay. And like I said in the beginning, I would like to look at the book for these ones because it's not a traditional meaning and it's so beautifully written. I don't want to do it um, um, injustice by fuddling around. There are a lot of intuitive readers, and I definitely see value in reading intuitively, but this particular deck is just It just needs to be honored as it was created. Okay. We have the coins. Okay, so your queen of coins. So they come up here for you with a talisman. Okay. And the talisman reads, I want to feel like in I want to feel like the in control leader of my family. I want to take care of them and myself financially. The altitude look, right? The positive side of this card, which it was, is that you're a leader, right? We know that. You had a queen come out after a queen in two separate decks. There is real leadership here in you. You are transitioning into your own power and your own strength, and you're learning how to use it for the good of yourself and for others, which is fantastic. Um, okay, and the affirmation that they have with this card is I am brimming with ambition and worthy of success. And gosh darn it, you are. Okay, and the three of coins also popped up for you. And that is, it's a best foot forward kind of nudge. Having confidence in your presence and power, your network, lean in and be open to the offers and others. So maybe that's it. Maybe your new beginning is something that you're not ready to see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That you need to open up a bit, lean into your network. Okay. That makes sense then. And the Nine of Cups comes to you as live the life that you've imagined, right? To aim high, to have faith in your ability to manifest your dreams. And the Ace of Swords is a real conversation. It is, it's a heart to heart. It's not shying away from difficult truths. So that is interesting for you here. The affirmation with this card, because I love it, because it always seems like you have to have a heart to heart. You have to like really be open. But the affirmation that comes with this is just beautiful to me. Today I am an active and compassionate truth seeker. So that is fantastic. So what I'm seeing here is there is this new beginning. You are willing to walk away from something here. Cups come to you as emotion, right? They come to you um as a deeper meaning. Right, he's a bit wary in this card because you're ready to move on. You're ready to seek change, and the change you seek comes in the form of, being intuitive, being more open, being emotional, being a leader, really opening yourself up with an honest conversation, a heart to heart. And I suspect that you're getting the Ace of Swords here right behind the Nine of Cups because you're being asked to give a heart to heart talk with yourself. What is it that you really want? What is it that you truly desire? Do you know? A lot of people don't know. We're programmed to get up and to go to work and to deal with everything life gives us and then repeat. And so there's not a lot of time for people to spend with themselves. What is it that you want? And when you identify what you want and you remember that you're powerful and you remember that you have a network of people who want to see you succeed, you put that out into the universe, and the universe absolutely will back it up. My will is thy will. Being around powerful energies, power places, ley lines, you will be given amplification so that you can step into this Nine of Cups. This is amazing. This isn't like, hey, you're having this block, you're cycling, and the only way out of it is to tower moment, is to have an unexpected event. This quite literally is you are powerful, you are ready to have that heart to heart with yourself, and to step into an amazing, powerful energy, and the universe will back you up. This is beautiful, pile number 2. Wow. Okay, well, let me know how it goes in the next couple weeks because I'm curious. I want to know. So, thank you so much for showing up. I appreciate you greatly. And we are going to move on to pile number 3. Have a great day. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You got the double mission Lightworker Starseed. Serve the world by being you. Let's take a look at a second oracle. I'm really excited for this reading because that is a very powerful card. We could use in more light workers. Come on. One more? Pile number. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Well, we'll make it fit. Okay. And can we have 2, please, from the Angel Wisdom Oracle? 2, please. Is pile number 3 on the right path? Or is there a course correction that's needed? And if so, what is it? Okay, that is just too many. Interesting. Okay, I see 1. Okay. Oh, thank you. Goodness, we may not have room. Okay. Can we get 4 tarot, please? This is the traditional Rider-Waite. What additional information can you give us? Can we have 1 more, please? Thank you. Oh my goodness, pile number 3. And can we have 2 more, please? Or at this point, can we just have whatever you decide that we need? Of course. Of course. Pile number 3. I believe it was in that order. Okay. You're going to have to bear with me as we try to fit all this all in here. Let's go this way. So the double mission Lightworker. You are powerful badasses. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction. Let God in. Messenger. Serious energy. Bringing harmony and balance. The cosmic heart. Devotion. Potency. Make your life a moving prayer. That's interesting that you got 2 cards referencing God. Okay, and then you have the Queen of Air, traditionally, Queen of Swords, brilliant, experienced, humorous, judgmental, releasing situations or people that no longer serve you, seeing the humor in difficult situations, focusing on your career, divorced, or unmarried individuals. passionate, confident, charismatic, restless, events requiring immediate action, trust your instincts, stay focused, a passionate relationship. Sorry, I forgot to announce it. Knight of Fire, traditionally Knight of Wands. Interesting. Maybe some of you are seeing an ending to a relationship and something beautiful is coming out of that for you. You have the Page of Water or the Page of Cups. Sensitive, open hearted, inexperienced, moody messages regarding relationships, new emotional experiences, a romantic encounter, social invitations or events, heightened psychic abilities. And then your tarot comes out as the Chariot. Beautiful, very fast moving energy, divinely guided. Ten of Swords. You have this painful ending here for you. The Emperor, authority, structure. Six of Pentacles. I'm sorry, 10 of Pentacles. This is achievement, affluence. This is happy community, happy family. The Hierophant, sort of student teacher kind of energy here. Hmm, okay, conformity, belief systems. Okay, okay. And then the Nine of Pentacles. Interesting. Okay, so self-reliance, refinement. You've worked very hard to have this abundance for you. Okay. And then you have the Lover's card, the High Priestess, another very psychic card, Two of Coins, Four of Coins, and Ten of Cups, another 10, and then the Ace of Coins. I may have to sit for a little bit and get a big overview here because so much came out for you. But right off the cuff, what I'm looking at is 10, 10, 10. Okay, so there is an ending. Okay. Serve the world by being you. And I'm sorry if this is annoying to you. But I think better when I speak out loud. Okay, so serve the world by being you. You're coping, let God in, bring harmony and balance, make your life a moving prayer because you are brilliant. You are letting something go. You're letting someone go. You're letting something go. And you're being very serious. But then comes this very passionate relationship, this new beginning. This heightened psychic ability is starting to show up for you. You're allowing yourself to be open hearted, which is probably something you haven't done in a while, right? Because the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords, she is very confident. She is very forthright. And she's witty. She's fast with her words. But I think that you have been I think that you're being asked to be open and be emotional and be raw for the first time in a long time. And that's okay because the chariot's here. It's bringing you this forward momentum that is divinely guided. That is what the chariot is about. It is fast moving energy. It is, this charioteer that is flying with the sphinxes being led by divine guidance. And there is no control. There's no reins here. You have no control over this chariot. And you have to trust um, that this ending that's coming for you or has that you have gone through is 100% leading you in to being a very confident person that has everything you have ever wanted. And you have this belief card. The Hierophant can come up to you as conformity, as sort of like governmental agencies, that kind of thing. But you are really being challenged here, making your life a moving prayer, letting God in, being a light worker. So I suspect that this is really leaning into a belief system. And when you have this belief system that you are capable of having this sensitivity, this raw emotional side where you are open and happy, like truly happy, that it gives you 10 of Pentacles, it gives you 9 of Pentacles because you're meant to live that. You're meant to be at the top of your game. You've worked so hard to get here and you just have to get through this ending to to get to that next level. You have the lovers coming up here. And that I'm gonna read the book because I'm gonna go off of what I typically associate with the lovers and the high priestess and the two of coins with. But this book is just beautiful. It is all about manifestation, and it really deserves to be read until I commit it to memory. Okay, let's see here, 6. Okay, so the lovers, the talisman that comes with this is I am clarifying my true feelings and intentions. As a positive approach here, as an altitude approach is what they call it. This card is telling you to look closely at your emotions, your actions, your intentions. Are they fair, transparent, and kind to others? If something feels like temptation, it's probably something you should avoid. And this is an important cosmic test. So that's very interesting. Okay, so this really is just, are you acknowledging and acting on your true feelings, right? That's the way we're going to look at that one. And then you have the high priestess coming up. Um, it's telling you to lead by your intuition, your feelings about a situation, a person, a prospect. The answers already lie within you, right? So again, are you acting in your true feelings here? You need to learn to trust yourself if you don't, because you already know. And 2 of coins. And I thank you guys so much for putting up as I thumb through this book, but I think it deserves it. Um, t- the talisman here is I want it all. Right, the 2 of coins represents variety, being busy, multiple priorities and commitments. I'll bet all of them are things that you want to do, and all these priorities are genuinely positive additions to your world. There is just busyness here, and it's busy and happy. Right, so the 2 of coins tells you to get energized and get active to expand your circle, broaden your horizons, take on more, and and revel in being valued and needed. That's so interesting because you are being asked to serve by just being you. And the Four of Coins, I know talks about being stuck because I just read it. It was the first card I picked up and said, let me look at this card and really start to bond with it. And it really talks about sort of like a Groundhog Day scenario. Um, you want to identify where you're experiencing growing pains in life, but you're not addressing them or changing anything about it. Right, so because this is where the work needs to happen. So you're gonna just take doubt, fear, and defensiveness, excuses, all the fatigue, and put it to the side and just decide on making very small changes so that you get momentum going forward, right? The Four of Coins tells you to shake it up, change things, release the old, welcome the new, so that you can get different results. And you right, to get the different results, you have to act differently, right? It's that old adage, insanity is the expectation of change when you don't actually do anything to change. I know that that's not the quote, but as previously discussed, it's quite late. The affirmation with this card, because this card deserves the affirmation to come out. I am recalibrating, renewing, and rebooting my intentions and my energy. So that's so interesting with this painful ending. And then the Ten of Cups, gosh, you have so much coming out for you, pile three. Ten of Cups is I want to create a lasting, loyal, loving relationship. The Ten of Cups asks you to invest wholeheartedly and positively in your closest relationship. Have faith, be hopeful, show love. This is a bond you can build on. The affirmation is I am worthy of love. I know I don't say that enough. And you round it out with the Ace of Coins. And your Ace of Coins is hiding from me. I am investing in building my future security and wealth. The Ace of Coins tells you that small steps will add up to big leaps over time. Little by little, step by step, I can go further than I think possible. Wow. There is just so much here. But this is showing me, pile number three, a bit of a course correction for you. That you are meant to serve the world just because of who you are. And that makes me tear up a little bit. That is amazing. And to develop a relationship with God, to make your life a moving prayer. And the best way that I can put that is if you sat down with yourself and you said, today is the day that I'm going to really put some beautiful intention behind my prayer on what I would like to see in my life with myself, my family, my community. What would that look like? What would you say? What do you want for everybody? And by acknowledging that, it makes it easy for you to say, well, if I want a very loving home, then I have to start creating that very loving home, right? So thinking about your situations in that context, being soft hearted, remembering to be happy. Think of a time in your past where you were genuinely happy and remember that feeling. And the more you do that, the more you associate your body with that resonance, the more that resonance will happen for you. So that as you progress forward, you learn to live in happiness as opposed to whatever, normal stuff, being tired, being frustrated, kind of even just sort of like a zombie, right? Head down, doing all the things that need to be done. But this is challenging you to remember to enjoy your life. You have a passionate, beautiful endeavor here where you're being asked to trust your instincts, to stay focused, to stay passionate. Um, this here, this is talking about you. That's what this is. You are passionate. You are confident. You are charismatic. Gosh darn it, people like you. But you can be restless. So you need to stay the course. Okay? Being open, being raw. So many times we are hardened and we are blocked. We have our boundaries up. And we don't have to. It's just the way life has taught us to be safe and secure, right? To have your walls up. I apologize, not boundaries, to have your walls up. You can create boundary without blocking off yourself, if that makes sense how I'm saying that. This change is coming fast. There is an end to something and it's coming fast. And you are going to step into your real true power. You are going to live this amazing life. You're going to really look at your belief systems. You're going to continue to grow and be abundant in the best ways. And you're going to hone this psychic, intuitive side of you where you're learning to trust yourself. You are learning to talk to yourself. You are learning to juggle 100 things and to acknowledge that being stuck is not what you want to do. You are ready to move forward. There is a beautiful life here for you. It is full of love. It is full of um, real, true work for yourself, for your family, for your most intimate relationships, for your career, for the world. Because when you think about it, if you affect one person once a month in a really positive way, and I'm not saying like, go and pay off someone's Christmas, layaway plan somewhere, which is a beautiful thing. If you can, you should. But just like putting your phone away and when you're at the grocery store, having a real conversation with somebody, giving your energy to somebody is what you are meant to do here. You are divinely guided here. You have the ability, and I don't know if you know this, or let me know in the comments if this resonates, because for me, I resonated with this card immediately because when there is really difficult situations, when I get in my head and I forget to be very loving and bring my positive energy, I come across as very serious, very controlling, very. I just suck the life out of the room because it's really serious. It's a very serious thing that we're talking about. Everybody knows it's serious. I don't know why I have to do that, right? But when I go into a situation that is charged emotionally, it's difficult to be there. And I just bring the calm with me. I bring the happy with me without forgetting where we're at. It changes the whole dynamic of the room every single time. You are being told you have the ability to change the dynamic of your room, right? Of your community, of your city, of your town, one person at a time. You're stunning. This is amazing. It looks like there's a lot of work. Pile 3. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. There's a lot that came out for you. So just piecemeal it. Okay? Don't be overwhelmed by all this stuff. This is literally you just stepping into who you are. There's just some work that you got to go through, talking to yourself, and starting to listen to yourself and creating a relationship with your higher power and willing to let something go. And when you do all that, it's like, the universe is your playground. This is where you're meant to be. This is who you are. And I'm happy, so happy and honored and blessed to have done this reading. This is quite beautiful. So thank you so much, Pile 3, for showing up. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.